Plummer Road. Give a big hand to Senator Jitu Brown.
Senator Raoul makes his way to the front. We're very grateful to Senator Raoul and Reverend Jeanette Wilson for continuing to advocate on our behalf. We'd like to, people ask, I was asked this morning on WBEZ, what did you win? What did you, I'm emotionally not apparent that the hunger strike should be up here. But, so they asked, what did you win? Last year, we stopped the school from being closed. And I'll stop there and just say there are a number of things that we won. And we would like to call one of the hunger strikers, Monique Redeaux, to the front so that she can explain it.
So while we cannot yet claim complete victory, we do understand that our efforts so far have been victorious in a number of ways. As Brother Jitu Brown just alluded to, last year Dyett was closed. But through community resistance, it was slated to be reopened in 2016 and 17. And even though there was a request for proposals, we know that the plan was for that space to become another privatized school within Bronzeville.
That's right.
But again, through community resistance and this hunger strike, we pushed CPS and the mayor to commit to reopening Dyett as a public, open enrollment neighborhood school. Okay. So that is an accomplishment. Another major accomplishment of this hunger strike and this movement is that we have been able to shine a light both nationally and internationally on the plight of working class Black and brown communities and the separate and unequal education system that exists for these neglected communities, as we are continually ignored, neglected, and our schools sabotaged.
That's right.
The history of Dyett has helped to illuminate the fact that our schools are not failing, but they have been failed and disinvested in purposely in order to justify privatization.
That's right.
By people who are not from the community, not invested in the community, and who are not held accountable to the community. We have debunked the narrative that privatizers have feasted on for way too long. This narrative that Black and brown parents do not care about their students' education, that they aren't involved in their students' education or their children's education, and or they're not competent or educated enough to make informed decisions about their children's education. On the contrary, this hunger strike and this working class community of Black parents has elevated the fight for educational justice and have shown that we will not sit back and allow outsiders to come into our communities only to profit off of our children. We have elevated the fight for educational justice by demonstrating that we can and we must fight back, but on our terms, not the terms of those who do not love our babies. So we will continue to fight until Dyett global leadership and green technology is a reality.
So one thing that we've been making clear is that this fight should make it very evident is that there's no such thing as school choice in Black and brown communities. It's a farce. It does not exist because over 4,800 people in this neighborhood chose Walter Dyett Global Leadership and Green Technology High School. The notion of school choice is a buzzword. It's a marketing term to justify brokering the responsibility of educating our children off to private operators.
That's right.
And this hunger strike is just one of the things we will do to make sure that our communities are respected. We healed our bodies so that we can do a few push-ups, eat a couple of sandwiches, and come out swinging. So we are by no means broken. We are elevated, energized, and inspired by this fight. This was a righteous fight.
Yes.
This was good versus bad. And making sure that our children and our communities get the respect we deserve. And we will make sure that Dyett High School meets the needs of children in Bronzeville. CPS has no choice. They will listen to the voices of people in this community. And I'd like to call up an elected official who is often quiet, but very principled and determined. Known him since we both had hair. And we were both, well, I was a little lighter, I can't speak for him.
Long time ago.
Long time ago, man, long time ago. But man, we have great respect for
That's right.
Senator Kwame Raoul.